In 5, 4, 3. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm SM SithLord. This is the weekly build stream right here on the Somnium channels. Welcome everyone. I'll be monitoring the chat from the Twitch and the YouTube today as I build on this small parcel. I'm going to be tearing down the relaxation chamber. It is going away. I like it, but I don't know where else to build. So before I tear this down, how about we try the FBX exporter real quick. Yep, we'll try GLB and we'll put it into just the desktop folder. And what exporting your parcel does is it gives you a GLB, which after I finally get my File Explorer open, I should be able to like double click and open it up, or you could import it into Blender or something like that. And you could remix it. And a cool use of that is you can create the skybox around, or not the skybox, you can create the a 3D environment that's really big around your parcel for web, because Somnium Web lets you put a GLB onto the parcel. You could build that GLB in Somnium. And I think that's what I'm going to do today because I'm describing it. Also, I'll just be testing the GLB exporter right here in the beginning, and then I'll be making a build on this small parcel, but it's going to be like 2 builds, so I'll have to move pretty quickly. And it's going to be the larger world around it, which will be a GLB, and then the inner world, which will be just the model, or what I build on the parcel. I don't want to tear this down with my wrecking ball until I see how it's going, but I'll get my wrecking ball ready. I want to test that GLB that it exported. Even though this structure here is not the GLB that I am intending on using, but you know what? Now that I think about it, why not keep this as the... Oh, I wouldn't need to make my wrecking ball if I'm really doing this. Why not keep the existing structure as what's on the middle of the parcel? And today I'll build the big GLB that goes around it on this parcel. Or I could even use a test parcel, like an XL test parcel. I'll probably end up doing that. Okay, so here's what the GLB looks like, if I can find it. Oh, I think I put it in a folder. Wow, that's impressive. It looks really good. It's got the images in there already. Okay, so by looking at this, I could tell that, okay, I could do a few things with this idea that I have. I'm going to keep this structure, not the GLB export of it, but I'm going to keep this structure as the main thing sitting on the parcel. And then I'll build a bunch of stuff around it, and I'm able to use images because the images, they come through when I export. So I could use images. And how about the lighting? Let me try dropping this in a different viewer to see what the lighting is like. Not bad. Okay. So I could use colors, I could use images, and all that exports great. I could, and the models export well too. So let's do something with this. We're going to keep this relaxation chamber as the middle thing. I'm going to be targeting web with what I'm building today, and this will be on https://somniumspace.com/parcels/ I think this is 13. Oh, there's a web world on it right now. It's a pretty cool web world, but I'll have to take the web world off to do what I want to do here. So instead of taking the wrecking ball to that parcel, I'll kind of take the wrecking ball to this pirate ship here. While it's playing the sea shanties. I don't think y'all can hear the sea shanties, but it's playing the sea shanties. Okay. So this is what's on parcel 13 right now on Somnium Web. I'm going to take it down, but it's a little bit different than when I take the wrecking ball to the stuff in the open world. Because when I take down a web world, I could always put this web world back up on a different parcel. So it's not gone forever. Unlike when you take something off of the open world, it's gone forever. Okay, so one last dance on here. And then we're going to take this down for now. Adjust parcel settings. And we want none. Eventually, it's going to be a augment world. No, actually, I'm just going to be using a GLB, not even one of the web worlds. Okay, so there's the relaxation chamber. So this is going to remain, and there's going to be a bunch of stuff around it. And that is what I'm going to do right now. Okay. First of all, let's get an idea about how big this thing is. It's about one default cube scaled up to 8.5. 8.2. 8.2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this parcel alone. I'm going to go to an XL test parcel. Oh, this is what I have built on the test parcel. I'm going to delete what I used to have built on the test parcel. Now I'm going to build something new on this test parcel. It's going to be something like this, but with scaled times 8 and kind of doubled up. Because that was about the size of that building that I just left. That's going to be in the middle, but here's the thing. I'm building a world that's going to be large, or a GLB that's going to be large. So over here, I'm going to make it small. I'm going to build it at scale. So this is scaled down, to be about that big. And then I have this gigantic area to build the rest of my world. We'll pretend like this is the parcel in the middle, which was about that big. Okay, so what is going to be in my world? A lot of shapes, a lot of neons. Neons? I'm not sure if neons export. I could test real easily, actually. I'll just grab this neon. How do I test this lighting? Let me turn off the environment light in the viewer. I don't think that's glowing. It might be. It is glowing! That's wonderful! Oh man, okay. So I can do neons. Awesome. Let's do some of that. We're gonna do some abstract stuff around the edge of this parcel in neons. That's what the decision is. Let's roll with it. I could use unlimited amounts of neons, but I don't want to overdo it because I'm exporting this as a GLB. Shapes. Go ahead and do something like this. I do have to be careful about texture resolution because if I have a whole bunch of shapes I will have a whole bunch of shapes in the thing that I'm building. They all have to share the same texture. This is a little bit more advanced than just building something straight on the parcel. This is a lot more advanced than that. But it is something that you could do. You could use Somnium as the builder here as a GLB factory. Okay, so mostly we want this to be off of the parcel like that. Okay. A size of a person. Let's do Gordon Pillman here, because normally I would use the size of a door to measure the size of a person. This one I'm just going to estimate based on that world I was just walking around in of the relaxation chamber, that a person is about yay big. That's the size of a person. The thing they're standing on will be full size. stone wall. Let's put a stone wall around this. Now some signposts. Yeah. Not signposts, fence posts. Just a few. Far so good. I'm going to add a light in here just so I can see better. In the world, there's not going to be this light because lights can't be in GLBs. I don't think. Maybe they can be, but I'm not counting on it. So the light in the world is going to come from the environment light. Okay, so this is good so far. I'll click save. I'm going to be exporting this all as a GLB. I should probably do that right now, periodically. Just to make sure things are going to plan. I do expect there to be some anomalies on the texture, like I could see a little bit of the wire cage everywhere and like texture bleeding, but I might address that before I put it on the parcel. Viewer. Okay. Looking good. I'll just continue. It's pretty low detail, but that's okay. I'm gonna roll with it. It loads. If it loads, I'm happy. I might have better luck exporting at 90%. Let me try that. There we go. That's better. Cool. Okay. Yeah, everything's glowing. Good, good. So I want to copy this thing over to the other side in chunks. In chunks. like this. And like this.
Maybe this should be red. No, red's not very relaxing.
Okay, I'm clicking so hard, or so fast that my wrist is hurting. Okay, that's looking good. Let's see how it looks when I export it. Good. And then over here, I want something. So let me think here. I can make the whole thing green. And I could do the trees all the way across. I might end up doing that. Yeah, okay. So let's make the whole thing green. Green like grass. And then I don't need that. And trees and all this stuff can be reused. Okay. So far, so good. A few more of these. Okay. And that little house is going to be right in the middle. And then ooh, these didn't turn out the way that I was hoping, did they? They did not. That's okay. I'll roll with it. Okay, so let's get this onto the parcel and see how that looks. In order to do that, I'm going to use GitHub. Am I not signed in to GitHub? I'll just add it to this repo. Relax. Outer. Relax box, I'll call it. Okay. Relax box. Put it over here. And then I will have to wait for it to deploy before I'll be able to reference it. Let's see how long that takes. But then I'll just go over here and add it into one of the GLB slots. The only GLB slot, because this is a small parcel. You do get one, though, and one's all you need to do what I'm going to do. Okay, while I wait for this thing to get ready for me to put it on there, there's another thing that I wanted to try out on my little GLB that I made, which requires me to plug in my 3D mouse. That and oh, here we go. Oh, it's not done yet, but it's deploying. That's good. Because the GLP that got exported by default is pretty good. It's pretty good, but I could paint it with Substance Painter and it'd probably turn out even cooler. I don't know. I'll probably give it a try though. Yeah. So that like that. I have it as a GLB, don't I? I need it as an FBX. Don't know how this is going to work out. Okay, is it deployed? It is. And I could go to, not this, but slash relax box.glb. And there it is. Okay, so I could take that URL and I can assign it to my thing. I want to make sure I got a good view of everything before I assign it in there. And we'll put it right there. The collisions, I'll use the visual mesh and I'll use the parcel origin. It looks like it's at an angle. That's weird. It is at an angle. And that is weird. I might have to take this thing into Blender to see what's going on. Yeah, okay. Did my FBX export? If it did, it'd be in here. It did not. That's okay, I could just convert it in Blender. Of course Blender needs to update. Say 900. Oh, there's the FBX. Okay. Maybe I don't need Blender after all. Maybe I do. Everybody's favorite app, Blender. Open up for me. Oh, not Substance Painter. Come on, Blender. Alright, let's send this cube where all default cubes go, and then we will import this GLB, and then I will export it. It's the wrong GLB. Four or 545. So we're looking for. There it is. Where did it go? How is it just gone? Okay, there we go. Alright, so what did I bring it into Blender for? Oh, because I need to export it as an FBX. Let's do that. Export as an FBX. Like this, please. Thank you. And we'll put you on the desktop and we'll call you Relax Box. Okay, I do believe that I'm going to have to use 3ds Max. Also, let's see how this imports into Substance Painter while I wait for 3ds Max to open. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Bad, not bad. Jade seems appropriate for the main part here. Okay, I believe that's the last thing. And I'm ready to export this. I did want to center it differently. Okay, let's see how that looks. I didn't change its origin point, did I? I'll have to do that real quick. Yeah, its origin point is way over there. I kind of want to do this in Blender. Let's see if I can do this in Blender. Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. Let's just see how it looks in the viewer. Not very bad. Can we get it onto the parcel? I need to center it to get it onto the parcel, though. That's not my thing here. Let's center you, guy. This is so good. I need to import the GLB here, man. Import GLB here. Why doesn't it show up when I do that? Import GLB. Thank you, Blender. Okay, I'll just export it from here, even though my material doesn't look as good as it does on my GLB. It can look this good. It's not going to look this good because I'm going to wreck it when I do this here. I'll try to make it look pretty good. And then center this thing back up. Okay, let's see how it looks. Not as good as it did a second ago. But it's alright. No, it doesn't look right. It needs to be this. Okay, so the offset is throwing me off. How can I can't import it into Blender because Blender shows nothing. I don't know how to use Blender, but I know that it's not supposed to show nothing after I import it. So I don't know how to edit a GLB, y'all. I think that I'm gonna fail here. Or let's see here. When I exported it from here, oh, that's not gonna work. I can't even edit a GLB. That is sad, man. What has the world come to? I can't do it. I couldn't. And that means that everything I did today is a fail? Oh no, that's not good. How can I edit this GLB? There's no way I can edit this GLB, is there? Ooh, there's a really weird roundabout way I could do it. I don't know, man. Let's just try uploading it and see how it goes. How big is this GLB? This GLB is 14 megabytes. I bet you I can make it smaller if I put it through gltf report. It's at an angle too. I need to edit this GLB, but I cannot. I cannot. It's like it's not even here. Thank you, Blender. You're so useful. Okay, let's just roll with it. We got this thing over here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say 2048. Run. And we'll see if this helps at all. So it was 14.5 and it became 14.5. So it didn't change anything. Let's just upload that to the GitHub. And I'm going to have a hell of a time positioning this thing because it's at an angle. Y'all saw how whacked out it was. And I'm not going to be able to correct that. So the best I'm going to be able to do until I figure out how to make it show up in Blender so I can at least move its origin point or something. It's a shame I can't move its origin point in Substance Painter, but that's not what Substance Painter does. So I don't know, let's just see how this looks. Cancel. I can't put it on here until this is done. I should be able to get all this done during the stream right now. It usually doesn't take too long for the build to go live. It's not even on there. Oh, there it is. "18 seconds ago, that means it's good to go." Did I upload the wrong thing? I must have. Wonderful. I must have uploaded freebuild.fbx or something. I did. Okay, I gotta upload the GLP. Let's do this one more time. You know, I had a crazy idea. I went with it. It usually works out better than this, but I'm having these issues opening a GLB, which is a little embarrassing. But yeah, you could do this. You could build your parcel and export it as a GLB like this. It's best to make like little floating things off of your main island or something like that. And you can set them all up in there, and it looks awesome, and it's huge. But every once in a while, you get hit with the curveball, or a series of curveballs, such as this being at a weird angle, the offset being wrong, and me not being able to open this in Blender for some reason. I do not know why. Okay. Now all I gotta do is sit here and wait. That's gonna conclude what I'm building in all of this stuff. But also, man, I have a lot of apps open, don't I? In Somnium. So here's how it looked in Somnium. I should just take a screenshot of this because if it's gonna go haywire. This is what we made today. The relaxation chamber was supposed to be right there in the middle, but now I'm having my doubts it's going to work out for me until I figure out Blender. Almost there. Okay, now I should be able to go to freebuild.gv and then actually downloads. That means that it's ready to put onto here. Good. So close. So close, yet so far. I can't do anything about this until I can change my origin of my GLB, and I don't know why it's crooked. Okay, so what is the best that I can make this look? I'll just put it down over here some, and I'll move it over away from me a little bit. There. No, it's still a little low, isn't it? There. And the other thing that I did right there is I turned off the bounds. I'll take a screenshot too. Well, I should probably just put that web world back since this didn't work out as planned. But I turned off the bounds, which lets me actually go over there, because otherwise it'd be like an invisible wall. I set it to have an invisible plane. You can tell it to not have the invisible plane. I set it to have the invisible plane. Oh, look how cool that looks, man. Oh, because the night sky came. Wow. That looks cool. Maybe that's where I'll take my screenshot. I'll make a little video because it looks so cool. It kind of looks like ice. I don't know if this is going to work for my screenshot. I should probably just take a second of that. My controller was not turned on. Oh, my controller needs batteries too. Everything's just working out wonderfully for me today. Alright, so I'm going to call the stream there. I got to work out some issues before I'm able to even take my screenshot and fly my camera around, because my controller's out of batteries. Not exactly a total win here for the stream today, but next time I'll either approach this same idea better prepared, like knowing how to import the thing into Blender, or just start fresh, something new, something nice and simple in the easy mode builder. Things got not easy mode here, didn't they? Alright, thanks for tuning in and going on that journey with me, everybody, and I'll see you next time where we'll win. Later on.